Caleb never answered calls from unknown numbers until the night his phone lit up with a trembling voice saying, "Please, don't hang up. You're the only one who can help me." He didn't know the call wasn't meant for him, and he definitely didn't know the woman on the other side was an heiress who would change his and his daughter's life forever. Chapter 1. Caleb Anderson was a single dad who had learned to live in quiet survival mode. After losing his wife during childbirth, he dedicated every breath to raising his 8-year-old daughter, Lily. Life wasn't easy. He worked double shifts at a repair shop, came home exhausted, cooked whatever he could, and tucked his daughter into bed with a smile that hid the storms he carried inside. That night, he had just finished cleaning the kitchen when his phone buzzed on the table. The number was unfamiliar. He nearly ignored it, but something inside pushed him to answer. "Hello," he said cautiously. A soft, shaky breath came through the speaker. "Hi, is this Dr. Mason?" Caleb frowned. "No, I think you have the wrong number." "Oh." The woman's voice cracked. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you." He should have hung up. He knew he should. But something in her voice made him pause. Pain, loneliness, fear, the same emotions he had once felt alone in the hospital hallway with newborn Lily in his arms. "Are you okay?" Caleb asked gently. Silence. Then a sharp inhale, like she was holding back sobs. "No," she whispered. "No one listens. And I thought I dialed the only person who might." Caleb slowly sat down, heart tightening. "You can talk to me. I'm here." Her breath trembled. "My name is Aria. My father passed away last week. I tried to reach the family doctor, because everyone else is busy deciding what I should say, how I should act, where I should stand at the funeral. But no one has asked if I'm breathing." Caleb felt her pain like it was his own. "Sometimes the world thinks strong people don't break," he said softly. "But they do. They just break quietly." On the other end, a soft sob escaped. "Why are you being so kind?" she whispered. "Because I know what it's like to lose someone and feel like you're drowning where nobody can see." For the first time, the tremor in Aria's voice softened. "You sound like someone who understands more than he says." They talked for nearly an hour about grief, loneliness, expectations, life. Caleb didn't ask who she really was, and Aria didn't ask why he sounded so tired. For that 1 hour, they were just two broken hearts sharing the same night. But before hanging up, Aria said something that struck him deeply. "I feel like I've been falling for years. Tonight, you made me feel like I finally landed." Caleb didn't know her background, her family name, or the weight she carried. He only knew she needed someone, and he answered a call that wasn't for him. But the universe wasn't done yet, because the next morning, while Caleb was packing Lily's lunch, he heard a soft knock at his door, and standing outside was a woman with tear-reddened eyes, guarded by two black SUVs and men in suits. Aria, the heiress of the Morgan estate, the wealthiest family in the city, and she whispered, "Caleb." I needed to see the man who listened when no one else did. Chapter 2. Caleb froze in the doorway, unsure if he was dreaming. Aria stood there in a long cream coat, hair falling softly around her shoulders, looking nothing like the confident public figure he had seen once or twice on TV. Instead, she looked fragile. Human. "Real. I hope it's okay I came," she said quietly. I didn't expect this," Caleb admitted, stepping aside so she could enter. Lily peeked from the hallway. "Dad? Who's that?" Aria crouched with a gentle smile. "Hi, sweetheart. I'm Aria. Are you famous?" Lily asked, tilting her head. Aria let out a soft laugh, the first hint of warmth Caleb had heard from her. "A little. But today, I'm just me." While Lily finished getting ready for school, Aria and Caleb sat at the small dining table. Her eyes scanned the modest apartment, the repaired furniture, the neatly arranged books, the drawings taped to the fridge. There was no luxury, but there was love in every corner. She touched one drawing with soft fingers. "Your daughter, she's talented." "She's my whole world," Caleb said, trying not to reveal how nervous he felt. Aria turned to him with a deeper seriousness. "Last night, a stranger listened to me like I mattered. And I can't remember the last time someone looked at me without expecting something." "I didn't expect anything," Caleb said. "That's exactly why I'm here." The room went quiet. Every word she said felt heavy, meaningful. She looked into his eyes. "Caleb. I've spent my whole life surrounded by people who protect my name but never my heart. But you, someone who didn't even know who I was, protected that broken part of me without hesitation." Caleb swallowed, unsure what to say. Then Aria asked a question that shook him. "Can we continue talking? Not as an heiress and a stranger, but as two people who understand loss?" Before he could answer, Lily returned with her backpack. Dad, I'm ready. Arya offered, I can take you both. My car's outside. Caleb hesitated. Arya, you don't have to, I want to, she said softly. The ride to school was quiet but peaceful. Lily talked about her drawings, and Arya listened like every word mattered. And for a moment, Caleb saw something in Arya's eyes, something warm, something hopeful, something that hadn't been there the night before. When they dropped Lily off, Arya turned to Caleb. Can I show you something? She asked. He nodded. Her driver took them to a hill overlooking the city. The wind was cool, and the leaves rustled softly. Arya stood with arms wrapped around herself. My father used to bring me here, she said. This was the only place where I felt like I could breathe. She turned to him. I want you to know, last night, you saved me. You didn't even know who I was, but you saved me. Caleb shook his head gently. I just picked up the phone. No, Arya whispered, stepping closer. You picked up me. For the first time in years, Caleb felt the walls around his own heart soften. He hadn't let anyone close, not since his wife died. But Arya was different. Not because she was an heiress, but because she was hurting in the same quiet way he had. Arya looked up at him with trembling sincerity. I don't know where this goes or what it becomes, but I want to keep talking to you. I want to keep knowing you. If you'll let me. Caleb took a slow breath. Arya, maybe we both needed someone at the same time. She smiled, the soft, fragile smile of someone learning how to hope again. As they stood on the hilltop, sunlight breaking through clouds, one thing became clear to both of them. Sometimes the most beautiful connections begin with the wrong call, that turns out to be the right one. The universe didn't misdial. It simply redirected two broken hearts toward each other, and neither of them would ever be the same again.